famous writer named Sarah once said, "A room without books is like a body without a soul." I remember when I was 5 years old, my father used to read different types of books. One day, out of curiosity, I picked them up and started reading. And now here I am, standing in front of you, realizing the importance of reading. Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is ALEEYA Binti Muhammad ZAKI. I'm from Sultan Ibrahim's Girls' School, a high-performing school in Johor Bahru. I have taken part in few competitions like the storytelling competition, spelling bee and book review. I'm studying in year 3. My favorite pastime is reading. Today, I'm going to introduce you to my favorite book entitled The Great Adventure of Sherlock Holmes. Before we get into the details of this book, I would like to show the appearance of the book. The illustration on the book's cover may look simple yet elegantly designed by Tony Cliff. I am sure you will agree with me that the illustrations will rekindle our interest to explore the story, although it only comes in 2 colors, but they are good enough to show the mystery behind it. Dear everyone, I'm going to review my book based on these. Firstly, theme, synopsis, language style, characteristics, values, and how this knowledge helps me to be a better leader. Now, let's talk about the details of this book. The Great Adventure of Sherlock Holmes is a fictional character written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle in 1888. The story takes place in Baker Street, London. This book contains 8 chapters and 276 pages. It is about a detective named Sherlock Holmes. He has a biographer named Mr. Watson. Detective Sherlock Holmes and his partner Mr. Watson engage in a battle of wits and brawn with a nemesis whose plot is a threat to all of England. Sherlock Holmes and his partner Mr. Watson are trying to capture the serial killer and occult sorcerer Lord Blackwood. Legendary sleuth Sherlock Holmes and his assistant Dr. Watson manage to close yet another successful case. The character of Sherlock Holmes is a calm and measured yet fiercely intelligent man. Sherlock Holmes' special skill is deducting facts about people and places from seemingly inconsequential details. Although his manner can be quite austere, he is passionate and dedicated to his work solving criminal mysteries. Mr. Watson, on the other hand, is the narrator of the Sherlock Holmes stories. Everything we learn about Sherlock Holmes, we hear from Mr. Watson. Mr. Watson is a modest character in complete admiration from his colleague, and although very astute in his own way, he rarely solves crimes without the help of Sherlock Holmes. Next, let's take a look at the style of the language used in this book. Undeniably is very high, so I recommend this book to children with high English language competency and young adults. Doyle's style is usually described as flowery and too literary, but for the Sherlock Holmes stories, this long-windedness certainly lends itself to the plot. I love how the author pays so much attention to the details in this book. If there's anything that Sherlock Holmes has taught me, is to not rely on talent alone to make it big in this world. The way that the brilliant detective solves mysteries with such ease has definitely taught us some valuable life lessons. Me being a school prefect, this has been so useful for me to be a step ahead and observant all the time. This might even be the secret to success in life. On top of that, I learned that failures will inevitably come in everybody's life, but it is not right to perceive it as the end of the world, so it is not right to lose all hope and just give up after one fails to do something. Last but not least, I would definitely recommend all of my friends to read this book, Yes, I would rate this book 5 stars because of how suspenseful this book is. The Sherlock Holmes stories are easy to understand and honestly entertaining. The Sherlock Holmes stories are so captivating and so interesting. You won't want to miss a chance to read them, whether it's with your family or by yourself. You'll enjoy reading these stories. Feature just the right amount of mystery, intrigue, humor, and astounding intelligence. You can get this book at Harris or Popular for 24 ringgit and 95 cents. Now you can indulge in reading Sherlock Holmes without doubt. And that's all from me. Thank you.